Hello guys and welcome back to EIR, and we are here for the British Grand Prix. I think it's round 5. Yes it is. Hope everyone is doing having a lovely day. Anyways, we're just waiting for drivers to ready up now. As you can see, this is our calendar. I revealed it to the world, whoever watched last week's. This is our calendar for the remaining season. Racing all the way up until the 15th of April. Then we have a week off because I am on holiday. And then we have the remaining 5 races to go until we finish up this season and the game. So that's going to be fun to do. So whilst we're waiting for the drivers to do what they need to do, well, they're not really doing anything. They're currently waiting to ready up, which not a lot of the drivers are doing at the moment. Here are some facts about the British Grand Prix. First held in 1926, the first championship race was in 1950. Most wins at the British Grand Prix, I don't know if that's just the entirety of the British Grand Prix or just Silverstone, but that is Lewis Hamilton with 8 wins. And his new team as of the next season. Why are we seeing the calendar and not the racing? Because there isn't any racing going on. I would show the races if there was actually anything to show. I'm waiting for people to ready up. Yeah, Ferrari have won 18 times. The British Grand Prix has been held at 4 different tracks: Brooklands, Aintree, Brands Hatch, and Silverstone. Silverstone has had many different alterations to the track. Race lap record is a 1:27.0 in the 2020 done by Red Bull Racing, with Max Verstappen being the driver who did that. There was 2 DRS zones, 3 in 2018, but one was shortly removed. Location is in Northamptonshire. The circuit hosted the British Grand Prix and the 70th anniversary GP in 2020. One of 3 tracks which ran a Grand Prix within the track, Austria and Sakir being the other 2. We are now looking like we're getting some qualifying underway. This is the standings as we're waiting for the cars to go out on the track. Let Joe leads by 3 points over 7th Chris. Light Shock had a pretty disastrous race near the end. McLaren currently leading the Constructors' Championship as well. 7th Chris being the main driver there. Both McLarens here again, once again. And now, let's get to some action. Now we wait for the cars. We have a... I want to make sure that I've actually got the settings for the things right there. It was the same settings that we used last week, so can't imagine anything disastrously going off, but you never know. Let's get rid of the mouse. Right, here we go. We're going to have some cars go up to track. So we have 15 drivers tonight. Only both Red Bulls are here. Arthur Allen's Wire took a break last week. Gangster Al being the only Williams. He has been moved cars from Haas to Williams due to a couple of drivers dropping out. Both Mercedes are here, both Ferraris, both McLarens, both Red Bulls. There's Aston Martins, but Light Shock isn't here tonight, and Arbin has returned in his place. Now I just need to make sure that sound is all good. Yeah, that sounds absolutely fine. So Arbin being the first car out on track. I apologise if there's any lag or anything. I'm not sure why. Have I got my settings wrong here? Let me have a look. Dynamic and oh. Whoopsie. So there's been a delay in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. A crash in F2 a few hours ago has delayed the start of qualifying by about 5 hours. The only excuse that I've got there, otherwise no, they're just making up excuses. I apologise. It shouldn't make all too much problem, hopefully. Now, Arvin has missed the last couple of races, but he is back this week. And he will be the first driver to set the first flying lap, bearing any crashes or indeed spun there as well. Already lap invalidations. Here's got a McLaren now coming out of the pits, which shouldn't be a problem. It isn't. So Arben, I think he last raced was round 2, I think. But he is a reserve. I did offer him a full-time seat, but he doesn't want a full-time seat as of yet. There is 2 full-time seats available. So if you know anyone, ladies and gentlemen, send them our way. It will be in the Haas though. It's always the Haas that gets left out. Hopefully that will change on the new game. Talking of new games, F1 Manager 24. I think we get a trailer tomorrow, the reveal for it tomorrow, which I am looking forward to. Hopefully they have some sort of co-op multiplayer. Now Arben heading down. I think it's the Wellington Straight. You got the Wellington Straight, the Hamilton Straight, which is the pit there, which I think is such a stupid name personally, but we move into the club. Rounding the final corner. Let's see what the first lap time is going to be. It's going to be a 1:26.1. We'll jump on board with the Alfa Romeo of Neon Shockers, who will be the next driver to cross the line. Neon doing fairly well this season. He has missed a couple of races. He's had a couple of DNFs as well. Rounding the final corner, it's not going to be an overly quick time. We've got the Red Bulls now crossing the line as well. We've got Allied Squire starting his lap now. We've got Reese, season 3 of SRL, world champion. Rounding the final corner, is he going to take? Well, he doesn't. He's 3/10 off, so he isn't too far behind. We've got Havoc rounding the final corner himself. He goes up to 3rd. And we've got Albany absolutely demolishing that time. 1:35.9. I think 2:10, but I wouldn't say demolished it. And then we have Gangster Al popping himself up into 5th place. We now have Risky Andy going through Nuggets and Beckett's. Arben, I don't think he's on another lap. No, he isn't. He is peeling into the pits. We do have, though, XR4 Optic, who finished P4 last week. Where will he put his first lap? It's a 1:26.8, so a pretty respectable time. But Risky Andy rounding the final corner, and he puts himself just ahead of XR4 Optic. We now have Neon rounding the final corner. It goes P5. We've now got Allied Squire rounding around the final corner. Let's see what this lap time's going to be. Is it going to be in the 1:25s? It is. It's a 1:25.4. What a lap from the Red Bull driver. And that is a strong contender, I would say, for pole position. We have Joe nearly crashing into the wall there. And we also have to spare gearing up for his first flying lap. I say first because we're probably going to see a load of laps from the stair because he likes to validate around this track. If you've watched previous races here. I think we've had that many controversial moments. We had our own Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton a few seasons ago, where it was season 1 of SVOR champion Fog, or John, as many know him. He crashed with Bonge there. Those two drivers came against each other again at turn 3/4, where they came together, and I think Bonge DNF'd that time as well, if I remember correctly. And Bonge, funny enough, also crashed out on the last lap on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's and gave away a podium. So you wouldn't want to be Bonge at the British Grand Prix. To spare now, we'll jump on board with. We'll stick on board with Despair. It's a new driver that's on a relative lap at the moment. I think Mr. Gaddy might be going for another lap by the looks of things. Despair now, rounding round the final corner. Where is this going to be for the first lap? It's going to be a 1:26.7. Puts himself up into 7th. Let Joe, on the other hand, let's have a look at Andy actually. I think he might be. Oh, it's Tops is not having the best of after evenings, I think. Let's have a look at Let Joe. We get a nice toe from the Aston Martin here. And he backs out, so he's probably made some sort of mistake around the track. I don't think we have anyone on the lap. We've got RSF1 Hunt and Chris that will just start his lap swap. That Joe starts his first flying lap now then. By the way, let's jump on board with RSF1 Hunt. Hasn't won a race in the history of EIR. Got a couple of podiums. He famously crashed at Abu Dhabi a few seasons ago as well, where he was clearly getting P3 and crashed with 2 corners to go. Some say that was the worst thing he's ever done in his life, and I agree. But anyway, RSF1 Hunt rounding the final corner, and he took himself up into P10. One of the only drivers who have scored points at every race so far. Arvin puts himself up into P2. Reese is also on another lap. Simple Chris now rounding the final corner. It'll be a 25.6. That puts him in P3. And now we wait for It's Tops. It's finally out on circuit. Is he going to be able to do at least a lap? Bradford leaving it till late. Gave me a heck of a scare the other day where he said that he might not be able to race anymore. But luckily for us, he is able to race. Against Al on another lap by the looks of things. Let's get on board with Reese, who is going very slow for some reason. Maybe he's wanting to give a tow to someone. Or he's just doing whatever, really. Pardon me. Might have been gearing up to go again. Arvin comes into it. Simple Chris does what he wants. Against Al though. Arvin has retired in the pits. Oh, against Al's first spin of the day. That was thin anyway. We have I don't know who that was going through to start another lap. That might have been Chris coming into the pits. Oh, he's just out of there. Still waiting for Brad. Pit stops has invalidated this and next lap. Not the start that he wanted. He has not had the start of the season. He'll be looking to get some points here. Bear in mind, he hasn't raced in a while, so I have to give him some sort of credit. Optic now into the last section of corners. Obviously won't count for anything. We've got Leon, who was probably on a lap, or he's just finished one. That does seem the case. Here comes Season 2 SVOR champion. How many world champions do we have today? We've got Chris, Reese, Joe and Brad. That'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Only one double champion in the history. Not even that anymore, he's a triple champion. That was Killian, who won Season 3 SVOR. And then he won Season 4 and Season 5 SRL. We will eventually have some news about next season. The dates for them have actually already been done, but that could change depending on how glitchy and how buggy the game is when launch. They'll still stay on Mondays. The times and that won't change. The only thing that will be changing is the game. Despair has got the whole track practically to himself, and he is currently up in the second sector, purple. So could this be pole position for the Mercedes driver? Nope, because he comes into the pits. Obviously isn't happy about something. So we have Gangster Al all by himself. And now his counterpart near the bottom. It's Tops is going back out, which will probably be his last lap. His one and only lap. But he had invalidated the last one. Gangster Al will be looking to get some points. We have got sprint racing here as well. So that will be an interesting race. Only top 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are the points for the sprint race, as it was changed from last season, where it was only top 5, and that was changed last season as well, where it was only top 3. And that was only 3, 2, 1, which it was like in real life, but we've changed it. And then in the main race, top 12 score points. And then you have the fastest lap and the clean race point, which we might remove. We might go back to how they do in real life, just with top 12 and then fastest lap. Because most of the time, I usually forget about the clean race point. We did have a Grand Slam win as well, where if you get pole, we didn't include the lead every lap. It was win the race, get pole, and get fastest lap. Well, then we kind of just got rid of that, and then got changed to the clean race point. And against the out, could be enough to put him above. Oh, he's nearly had a spin. I do believe he's back on doing manual gearing now. Down in the final corner. Is it going to be an improvement? It is by a second. Only a 10th off Adam. And it looks like Brad's going to be the last one out on track. I don't think Chris is going to be coming back out by the looks of things. Right, looks like he's going to be starting at least P3. Let's have a look, see who's close to finishing their laps. It would be Hubbard, I think, is the furthest ahead. No, it would be RSF on Hunt. Or is it? No, it's Tops, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Apologies there. So it looks like Chris will be happy in at least P3, but we do have Joe, Optic, Despair, all looking to gain some places. As it's Tops rounds one of the nicest corners, I feel like, at the track. Into Club. Let's see what its Tops can do on his first and last flying lap. As he rounds the final corner, can he put himself up anywhere? He goes P9, which is, I feel like a decent result for him. He might get, he will go down, I would imagine, due to everyone else putting in their fastest laps. I don't know who's on a lap, and I don't know who's on one. So, Alpha and Mayo rounding the final corner. And Risky Andy goes up to P6. We have a Ferrari of Havoc rounding the final corner. Goes P5. Got McLaren of XFR Optic about to finish their lap. Rounding the corner. Can they get up any further? And he goes to P7. Got a Ferrari of Brad, and he's going to be starting last. He did not get to the lap time. And Gangster Al finishes his time, and here comes the Mercedes of Despair. Can he get up to the top? He gets P6 so far. And now we have the rest of the drivers. Neon only slightly down on his time. He has got a Mercedes just ahead of him, which is Albany, who is also on a lap. Is he up on his sector? He is indeed. Purple. We've got a Red Bull rounding the final at Squire. Can he extend the lead at the top? It is a 1:25.4, but Albany is going to be coming around the final corner as well. Then Let Joe is rounding the final corner now. Can he topple? Oh, and he does with a 1:25.3. Leon goes P9, Albany in P3. And I believe that is qualifying over, and it is indeed. Wow. What a lap that is. We'll just pop ourselves back on to the calendar, as I need to put a post in the Discord. Oh. What's the time now? Not 50. 31. Right, let's get back on to there. Just take another look at the standings. I don't know. Oh, check, there we go. So, we'll go through qualifying now. I don't know if we'll have a wet race. I don't know if the race is going to be delayed. So, Let Joe on pole. Oh my, look at the gap at the top. Top 11 separated by a second. So Let Joe starts on pole position. Allied Squire in P2, Albany P3, Arvin in P4, Chris in P5, Havoc P6, Despair in P7, Reese P8, Neon in P9, Optic in P10. We've got Risky Andy in 11th, Tops in 12th, RSF1 Hunt in 13th, Gangster Al 14th, And Bradford all the way down in 15, not saying a time. Why has OSF1 Hunt not got a tyre symbol next to his name? Is he cheating? I mean, he's definitely set a lap. Because it has the exact same thing for Bradford, and he didn't set a lap either. So I don't know. I'm sure we will find out in 3 minutes' time when we get this race underway. Adam, I know I think you're in the chat anyway. Just let me know if you are. You can ready up at 31 minutes past if you can, please, mate. So we will have a look at strategies so far. Will be a one-stop as it is a sprint race. Everyone opting for the soft by the looks of things. I mean, anyone can ready up at the time stated in the Discord, but I kind of like to have one of the admins. I would say someone else can host so I don't have to do all this, but I kind of like to kind of do things. Yeah, just ready up at 31 minutes past, mate, so we can get these races underway. Will. You mean to say will? You don't have to put it in two different sentences, mate. We do have 2 minutes. Let's have a look, see if anyone's changed their minds. Oh, we do have a couple. We have Optic, Tops, and Gangster Owl opting for the medium. I don't know how many laps there is. Adam, how many laps is there? I think it's like 9 laps, isn't it, for the sprint race? Yeah, I thought so. Softs don't really last that long around here, though, unless you're good on your tyres. I'm hoping people don't forget that there's no formation lap, because that is, well, that's what it's saying. Well, yeah. So I have a sound effect for when despair crashes out. We will be there. Right, not long now. You can ready up now, mate. We will get this race underway. Well, the sprint race anyway. Podium predictions before we start. I'll go with top 3. No, I'll go Joe, Albany. No, Joe, Squire, and then Chris. That'll be my podium for this one anyway. As we have 5 red lights. And away we go for the British Grand Prix, and we have a virtual safety car because Neon hasn't moved. Now he's woken up. Wakey, wakey, Neon. That wasn't the game's fault, by the way. That was quite literally Neon because he didn't move. I should probably move the logo out of the way, or move it slightly smaller. This is definitely going to help the drivers on softs. Do kind of feel bad for Neon, but he's a very quick driver. He'll be able to catch up. And we are back under racing, and Squire got a pretty decent run on Joe here. Goes down the inside. Oh, they nearly make contact. Is there anyone making any moves? We've got Albany down the inside of Squire. Oh, we've got Chris going down the inside of Arben. What a move from the reigning defending world champion Let Joe, setting the fastest lap of the race. Arben looking like he wanted to take a move there. Oh, he's running a bit deep, and that is going to be Havoc up to P5. I do believe, I think I got a podium the last time we did a sprint race, which was at Australia, I think. Simple Chris now looking like he wants to start making a bit more moves after a pretty poor qualifying from his standards. Albany. Oh god, flashbacks. Albany should have stuck a wheel up on the inside and we would have been there. Albany really needs to start making some moves soon. He's got Chris all over the back of him. So it looks like Albany will go for the move this time. On the faster tyre. And he is up into P2. It's all going to come together now, isn't it? Joe is absolutely ran off now. Got an absolute DRS train for them. Oh, and they've made contact. Arben, Squire, and Albany. A real ding-dong battle here. Oh, and I think Sinful Chris is going to get the both of them down the inside of both cars, and he is up to P2. Runs a bit deep, and then Albany swoops back in to take P2 off his hands. And Squire went from P2 to P4. And now he has Havoc all over the back of him to spare. Creeping up as well. Simple Chris up into P2 now. Oh, Albany running out very wide. Neon Shockers up into 14th. I wonder would take a lap long to catch all the way back up. And here comes Albany back onto Simple Chris. We'll have to go round the outside. Can he get the job done? Not from there, he won't. And Havoc in despair battling it out. Despair looking for a move up the inside. Backs out that move. That 4 of 9. Simple Chris has brought the gap. Ooh, Havoc running out very wide there. So he gives Despair a look on the inside. He goes for an absolute dive. And Havoc saw it coming. Despair doing Despair things. It's clean. A bit of a very big dive, but it's clean. Now Havoc. Really look for a move on the inside. Havoc, I beg you do. Hamilton. Oh my god. Race with the absolute dive as well. Clearly these two drivers weren't happy about yesterday's score against Man City. Now if you two can just crash into each other, it's alright with me, because if you take Despair out at comms, I'll only give you a 5-second time limit. I'm joking, by the way, don't actually take him out. Albany now, though, going to the outside again. Despair starting to lose a bit of time. Here comes Prix. Will he go for a move? He does down the inside. Runs in slightly deep. That gets the job done. And he is up into 5th. And now Havoc onto the back of Despair. Despair obviously has no DRS. Well, yeah, flag, and that is gangster Al round. And Albany down the inside of Chris, but Chris is down the outside. Oh, they're both taking each other out. Sorry. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, Joe's lead has been absolutely cut with the safety car coming out. You can see it coming from a mile away. I don't know if the spare got any damage. No, he didn't. I think it was just reset, didn't it? No one opting to come into the pits though. Apart from SFR Optic. It's a gamble you want to probably take. What are these two doing? Elton Reese is retired. So he will be starting last. Not sure what happened with Neon and Brad though. Brad is serving the 5 seconds that he literally just got. Might be an incident that we might have to look at after the race. I didn't see anything. I just saw Neon off into the gravel and Brad picking up a 5-second time penalty. Now behave yourself, Neon. Should at least get 3 laps of racing. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Might get 2. Depending on when Gangster Al can catch up as well. So I can't remember the time. Joe, Albany, Chris, Squire, Havoc, Arden, Andy, Tops, Hunt, and Despair will all be getting points. Bradford being another one of those drivers that I think I already said to him, but him and Adam, this is Arthur for Hunt, the only 2 drivers to be finishing in the points of every race that we've had so far. That includes sprint races. So we will indeed get one more lap. As you can, let me pop it onto the standings. So yeah, so Brad, 10th, 7th, 8th, 5th, and 3rd, and then Adam has had 12th, 6th, 7th. Oh wait, hang on. 5th for Brad, and then 3rd, and then Adam had 8th, and then 8th again, I think. But we are now, Brad is back into the pits for a new set of softs, and he will be starting P14 unless he can start making some moves nearer to the end of time. And I am probably going to get told off for doing that, but it's only that one. We'll get back on board with the action. We have the Mercedes safety car. I don't think we've changed, in real life, I don't think they've changed the Mercedes safety car, but they did change the Aston Martin one, which just looks mean, and I like it. Next week I will move the logo. Probably more. Unless I could just move the track and have it kind of. You should be able to see this. and move it to like here. So have that there and then the logo here. But anyway, safety car is indeed in this lap. So we will jump on board with Squire, get behind, good point. We'll jump on board with the reigning defending champion, Simple Chris. And we will get this race back underway eventually. I'd imagine Joe will take it as long as he can. Risky Andy, and it stops changing places. And here we go, Simple Chris. Going to be starting this restart P3. And Joe is going to absolutely lead them into turn 1. Oh, and Shock is retired. How did he crash there? He might have got tapped. I don't know who that was. But we've already had a casualty on his opening restart in the sprint race. This has only been 9 laps, by the way. What's going to happen in 27? Oh, Despair seems to have got a bit of a problem. Don't know. Brad, you're going to have to give that place back. Despair is going to be fuming over that, but then he'll probably just overtake him when the penalties come and knock in SFR Optic around the outside of Andy. Making use of his brand new set of tyres, Andy down the inside. And Allied Squire has taken Chris off the podium as we go on to the final lap. This is going to be a tough one. Andy now looking to get past it, stops as well. Allied Squire looking down the inside. Oh, there's contact made between him and Chris, which is going to give Havoc an absolute run. Andy and Tops battling it out. Can Tops score his first points of the season? We will find out in about a minute's time. Can Albany get anything from this race? He's currently in P2. Can he get the win? Squire seems like he's struggling ever so slightly. There's going to be one kind of ample opportunity going in to the last kind of braking zone really that you can overtake at. Who's going to come out on top? And Albany, as he got the straight line speed, gets out with a 3-second time frame. Will he go for the move? Up the inside. Not as of yet, but can he get him into club? Will he go for a move? I don't think he will. Oh, he runs it deep! Squire! Oh, and Albany! And Albany is spun. And it's Tops gets P5. I think it's a 20-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flag. How did you manage to do that? I have no idea how that finished, by the way. It's Tops gets P5, but he had a 20-second time frame for ignoring yellow flags. It's Tops driver of the day. I absolutely agree. Yeah, let's see what the final result is, please. Let Joe gets the win. Squire in P2. Chris P3. Havoc in P4. Tops P5. Optic in P6. And Bradford's end finishing in the points comes to an end. I think Arbon had a bit of a spin as well there. Risky Andy in P7. And we'll just jump on board the standings quickly. My phone rang. Oops. Rip. At everyone. What time are we starting at? 20. 53. I'll go 52. Oh. So there we have it. So we've just had a confirmation that Albany had a phone call by the sounds of it, or he was texting. And I think Arbin did have a bit of a spin somewhere, by the looks of things. I don't really know. Adam, we're going at 52 minutes past, mate. Just so you know. So keep an eye on people's strategies for this race. So medium hards. A lot more drivers going for the harder route. Or route, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. Back is starting to hurt. The problem with this chair is not the most comfiest, but it does for now. So we've got Joe, Squire, Chris, Havoc, Optic, Andy, Despair, Brad, Gangster Al, Neon, and Reese, all opting for the hards. And then we have Albany. Oh, no, Albany's opting for the hards. It's Tops gets the first point. He gets 5 points. So that puts him above a couple of drivers. So probably the best start that you could ask for, really. Let's see if we can get some points in the main race, though, because that's where the big points are. We have a minute to go. Hopefully Neon remembers to actually start this time. Not really sure why he didn't start the last time. Unless he just wasn't paying attention or he had things going on. Someone's readied up early. Right, who readied up? There's 5 lights out, and away we go. Oh, whoopsie. There we go. Oh, we've got some cars off. That's going to be Squire off the track. And Havoc's up into P2. Oh, we've got a spin. And it's Tops. Oh, and Chris has had a spin as well by the looks of things. Both Alfa Romeos. Where is Neon going? I think Neon's just been absolutely murdered. There we are, back underway, and Squire in despair, absolutely battling it out. And so is Andy. Here comes Squire as well. Brad's into the points. His streak comes to an end. They're scoring in every race. Optic up into P2. There we go. And here comes Optic, dumping his ERS. And he moves into the lead of the British Grand Prix. And Arbor now of absolutely nowhere. And Arvin is taking out Joe. Well, Joe will get back anyway. Got some people pitting. Got Andy and Chris into the pits. Got Squire getting past to spare. Havoc is back up to P2 somehow. Throughout all of that. I need to stop shouting because I heard my throat. I've only just started getting better from yet another cold which my son decided to give me. Absolute scenes. Restart the inside of RSF1 Hunt. Around the outside, sorry. Decent move. Proves that you can overtake around the outside. Havoc now. Although he could have gone for the move for the whip for the lead there. Will he go for it now? Not this time round. Got the McLaren leading, followed by the Ferrari. Why I'm saying the fastest lap of the race so far. Havoc coming to lift through the first corner. Neil Shockers into the pits himself. Promotes next out up into the points. There we go. Here comes Havoc down the inside. Oh, so I'll give us a Max Verstappen and do something. We will be there. Go on, Havoc. I know you want to. But Havoc's sensible. He won't go for a move in a fiasco. Or not Havoc. Oh, nearly gone for the move on Havoc. The DRS has been activated. Havoc is just about keeping ahead of him. Oh, I think they made slight contact, which is going to push Arvin wide. Which is going to give Albany a good run here. Now to wait slightly early. I think Squire might have just slightly run into the back of Arvin. I'm not sure. RSF1 Hunt getting past Joe. Of all people. Its tops are still in the points after spinning on the opening laps. But it's 26 laps, not 29. That's why an Arvin. Oh, we've got Brad and Despair. These two last week was hilarious to watch, but we have no close barriers this time. Spare. Not wanting to go for a move up the inside cops. Probably the best decision he's made all day, and that Joe is now past RSF1 Hunt. Bradford has just about got DRS. No, he hasn't. Definitely didn't get within the detection point by the looks of things. Remember before the racing and qualifying style, we just had a third DRS straight, which is where the drivers are now about to go on. Yeah. Oh, and Albany spun! And he's in the wall! And that is going to be a safety car. That was a big crash from Albany. I'm not sure what happened. We have a safety car and Chris going to be absolutely saved here. I wonder if we'll see the mediums go onto the hards this early. We do have Andy coming into the pits. I don't think Neon is also coming in. Wonder what Chris will do. He's going to stay out and get track position. He has only been on those hards for 2 laps, so kind of understandable. Let's see what the front guys do at this. Let's see, it's too early to pit, I would say, for hards. I don't know if they can do 20 laps. But we'll see what they decide to do. Optic stays out. Anyone pits. Squire is in. He might have damage though. And Spare also in. Just about slowing down. So is Joe. RSF 100 continues on for yet another lap. We also have Albany, which we already knew was going to happen, and it stops in. Despair is got away with damage. Squire does indeed have damage, so him and Albany, I believe, came together then. Let's have a look at the race director incidents. Yeah, so Squire and Albany came together. I'm not exactly sure what actually happened. I caught the end of it. Good thing I got another day off from streaming for it. Feel absolutely horrible at the moment. Currently 9 o'clock, so we'll probably get this race finished by about 20 to 10, maybe. We've got a bit of a while to go though, under this safety car. Or not. Safety car's coming in this lap. So, just Albany, I think, will be just about able to catch up. Let's see when Optic decides to drop the throttle and absolutely gun it. I would imagine probably out of this corner here. He's going to try and take the Neon Shocker has a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting somehow. And we are back underway for the British Grand Prix. Oh, and Optic's off. And that's going to give Havoc the lead of this race. That Joe has left the session, and so has Neon. Have we got a master spinach? No, just 2 drivers. They should be able to get back in. AI has been upped from like 40 to 60, so they shouldn't lose too much time on. Brad's gone for a spin. Not what he wanted tonight. Still within points though. I will just get these 2 in. Who was it? It was Neon, wherever they are. And Joe. Unless they've already joined whilst I'm doing this, then not really a whole much I can do. Right. Back to my game. Joe might be back in already, to be fair. He is catching. Oh, Neon's DNF, fair enough. I didn't see that he was already out. Optic has just lost a hell of a lot of time. I'm not sure what happened. I'm sure we will find out. The Red Bulls fighting it out. Let's see if they can work together. The spare going up the inside of Arben. And has got the job done. Albany has just come back into the pitch by the looks of things. With his weaker, just spare gets Benoit. But he won't be getting a clean race point. Here comes Squire on Albon though. Can he get round the outside? He does. Let's see if his teammate can follow through. Follow suit, not follow through. I just realised what I said there. DRS has been enabled. Allied Squire setting the fastest lap so far until Joe crosses the line. Or not. Fastest one Hunt picking up a time penalty as well. I'd imagine that was going through the fast third corner maybe? Not really sure. The spare in the lead of the British Grand Prix. Havoc had his first DNF last week. For the past, I think, year, I think it was. Here comes Squire down the inside, and Havoc wise enough to kind of leave that open. I'd imagine it'll probably be Pete this lap. His tyres, Joe 100% of them to the lobby. Spare stays out. Only on 3 lap old mediums. Here comes fast luck from nope. Oh, stuff one on. Then overtaken left, right, centre by the looks of things. We go for a move up the inside of its tops. Nope. Let Joe getting past Arben. Let's see how the McLarens can work together. We let Simple Chris through. Optic seems to be struggling on those mediums. Might have had an incident whilst I was trying to invite Neon and Joe back in. Here comes Chris. To the inside. Definitely isn't going to be fighting that one. And then he runs wide. Here comes it, stopped. Down the inside of. Oh, they've banged wheels. That's alright, as long as you're not taking each other out. Joe now onto the end and up the inside of Havoc. Havoc isn't going to be letting this one go down in a fight, and he's had to take the curb by the looks of things. And now Risky Andy onto the back of Lance Dow for the fast last point playing position. Its Tops gets fast optic as well. And Andy is now past against Al. Albany quite a long way behind. Still a long way to go in this race. Now Arvin onto the back of, and we have a spin, and that is thanks to Al. And we have a virtual safety car. Ready for that? Havoc, I don't know if you're watching, but pit. Yes. No. Pit. No. Arvin, yeah, pitting is, well, why opposite I reckon will be pitting as well. We will be indeed. BSC, you're not going to lose too much. And Adam also in. He's on the hard, so. And Albany. I think he's had enough. Wouldn't surprise me if Albany now pits the tyres. What's against Albany? Yeah, Albany's had enough. Yeah, knew that was going to happen. Oh, and Gangster has a broken front wing. But anyways, I'll race. I've got golden for you as well. I'll be not having a great weekend by these things. Chris up to P6 at the moment. Safety car, and we've got back in for a podium. Currently, he's quite a long way back. You see him move to P2 here, and go get the move done. So Hunt Despair has left the session. So if only they would appear online, it'd be so much easier to invite them. This would be an easy move for Havoc. And the race. I thought that I was where Arvin was, but I didn't realise that I remember he pitted. Arvin gets past his teammate for the day. DRS coming into play. A bit too far behind Havoc to make any move. Ow. Numbers. Reese running. 64. New lane. The spare is back in already. Joining really quickly. Basically joined whilst I was inviting him. This guy is invisible now. And Reese up. Oh, and Havoc's off. Not really sure what happened there, and Havoc's going to be into bits. This will bring him out around. Should get him out ahead of Optic. Who's currently battling with RSF 100. I'm out way ahead. This driver not so big, I believe, is Reese and Brad. When Reese picks, that'll be between him. Oh, Havoc's got some decent clean air to spare for yet another time, haven't I? I'll have to get myself a Steam Deck, I think, and see if it's like soundboard spare. And Reese backing out. Got Daddy inside. Ooh. I tell you what, early contender. Improved driver, Allied Squire. I'll put it out there. I'll put 4.1 ahead of Joe. Same lap and tyres. And now Bradford is indeed into the pits. We should come out well. Yeah, he's going to be. I want to leave a little bit of time on the back of Optic. Ooh, and Spared runs very wide. Chris might still get a podium here, actually. Oh, the clock's slowly coming down. He still needs to pit though. Chris might need to. I reckon this might be the lap Reese comes in. Losing the rear here, there and everywhere at the moment. Losing time just behind. That might due to be the fact that he's behind but being on 16 lap old tyres isn't exactly the way it's feeling in the world. Unless you're trying to get to a window where you can stick a set of softs on and absolutely just run it round the track. Current moment of time, Chris will get that last podium spot. There comes Reese to the outside. Spare's still there. I think the 2's going to come into the pits, but change in the last minute. Havoc now onto the back of Andy, sorry. This should be a fairly easy move for the Ferrari driver and move up into 8th place. Bit of an up and down race for Havoc this evening. And Andy back into the pits. I would imagine for a set of softs, potentially. We'll have a look. It stops, gets a 3-second time high. And that is a set of softs to the end. Lovely. And it wouldn't surprise me now if Reese now pits. Safety car, everyone will be in. Like if you get a safety car now, we just better might be able to pit here. Ooh, all over the gap. And Chris, as I said, is absolutely gaining a load of time. And Squire is into the pits, and so is Joe. So Reese is going to have to go around once more, and Despair is in. And Chris is going to continue on. And its Tops is also into the pits. What a safety car that, I don't know. Let's see where this brings them out, everyone compared to Havoc. Havoc will jump Despair and Arben. Maybe even Joe. No, Joe will be out way ahead. But they're all going to be on a lot fresher time and faster tyres. And Joe has come out behind Arben, so that's going to give Squire even more time to stretch his legs. Reese is the only driver that definitely needs to pit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's the only driver that hasn't stopped yet, so I'd imagine he'll be in this lap. So maybe even Chris will be as well. Despair picks up yet another time penalty. Squire picks up a time penalty, so that's going to be one extra point that he's not gained this week. And that is Reese into the pits, and so is Chris. And we've got a yellow flag, and that is going to be against the Owl round. Will that cause a safety car? I don't think it's going to. But Squire will now take the lead of the British Grand Prix once again. So he's now going to have to be careful of that 3-second time penalty. Let's see where these guys come out compared to Havoc. Havoc might jump them. He definitely is. Havoc up into 4th, but he's going to have to try and keep. I know the cars behind him on the softs and Despair. It's just about got out ahead of Reese. Despair's tyres are going to be a bit colder than everyone else's. But Joe now is going to get stuck. Andy with the fastest lap of the race. Joe using all the grip that he has to get past Arben. And that will be P2. Now he has to gain 2.6 in 6 laps to get this win. speed that he can just carry through these corners. I don't know whether Arden will be able to keep up with Joe. DRS at the moment, but Joe's just going to be absolutely flying through these corners where Smart takes fast lap, but that might be enough to take by Joe. No. Could have it pick up a podium here. He's on fresher tyres than Arden, but Arden is on the harder tyres, so there's a time where it's going to be less than Havoc. Let's see what he can do though. This podium might be a little bit out of reach now, but when we get past these two, here comes Reese to the inside. Tags it out, also picking up his last chance of getting a point in this race. They can technically have 3 seconds removed if they feel like it's a bit hard done by, but they've already had that twice so far. It's tops. What are you two doing? I think this stops giving him the position back there. Oh my god. Oh, what a move. These two are going to take each other out again and fade it covered again. Tell you what, that gap at the front was extended, if anything, by a whole second last time I looked. Away fly. On Chris with the absolute dive bomb from Dreams. It's very different, he didn't see that car. His car is extremely dirty. He's probably been through the grass a fair few times this race. Go to the Red Bull and the McLaren. McLaren's a little bit dirty. The other red Mercedes. Have a look at Ferrari because their car's quite. When they get dirty, it's very noticeable. But he's kind of in the middle of nowhere at the moment. He's got 3 very fast cars coming up behind him. 2 with penalties, so he might get P5. Bear's been absolutely dumped by this one. And now Chris is up into... What's going on with Joe? Or is Squire just this good around this track? Around about the same ERS. I'm not really sure what's going on then. Very unlike Joe to be losing this amount of time. It's going to be up to 8 seconds soon. Now Chris is all over the back of Havoc now. Optic and Brad. But them two are always usually together, no matter where they are. Here comes Chris, 4P4. Down for another time tonight. So only Joe, Arbin, Chris, Havoc, and Optic and Andy gaining that one extra point. I say that, they're probably about to lose it. How many points has Reese got? 3. He's about to lose the position anyway. Spare is nowhere to be seen. Good straight line speed from Havoc there though. I wonder if Reese can now come back at Chris. Time will tell. If Chris gets the penalty though, Arden with a podium for his return to EIR. Not too long to go now though. I think that's Arden going through the third to last corner. It was. Can Arden hold on for a surprise podium? We'll find out with 2 laps remaining. I feel like Chris is probably going to be able to catch up. Him being on the soft, Arden on the hards. Very old tyres. Spare with 12 seconds of penalties. That's very much a time. Optic to move up to 7. Oh, and Reese is wide. He's going to give Havoc quite an easy run there. And I think Reese will be all over him going down the hanger straight. Or it was one into the straight. One of those. Reese wide again. Be a fairly not going for the move just yet. Chris is now within 5.5 tenths of Arden. Arden's done exceptionally well though. Have to give him credit where it's due. So unfortunately, there isn't going to give him the podium. RSF 100 has been knocked down yet another place. Saying that, Chris hasn't got a great exit at that corner. Can Arden hold on to this podium? Chris will probably wait until the final couple of corners, I'd imagine. Well, Squire's not going to lose his win. Top 3 can still change. Chris is going to need a good run out of here. I think he's going to get him. Can he get him? But we're going to jump on board with Alex Squire, who rounds the final corner and wins the British Grand Prix. And Chris might not even get a podium. Is he going to go for a lunge down the outside? Electro comes home in P2. And Arden, out of absolutely nowhere, is going to come home in P3. Unless Chris can do anything, and he can't. And Havoc is going to come home P5. Optic should gain about 2 places here. Should be. Can he keep it down? He might not. He does! There we go. Now we wait for the other 3 to finish. Thanks out, rounding the final corner now to end quite a sorry British Grand Prix for him. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The British Grand Prix has been finished. And what a race it was. Oh, yep, driver of the day for me. Absolutely stunning performance. If we just go on to the standings, actually. So he's had a fifth. No? Yeah, he's had a fifth, eighth, and a sixth. And now he's got a third place. So your final classification, ladies and gentlemen. Allied Squire wins the British Grand Prix. Let Joe takes P2, Simple Chris in P3, Havoc P4, Arbin P5. Oh no, Arbin. Wait. Huh? Hey? Oh yeah, that's the weekend thing, isn't it? Squire wins, Let Joe P2, Arbin P3. I need to take a screenshot. Chris P4, Havoc P5, Reese P6, Optic P7, Despair P8, Brad P9, Tops in P10, Andy in 11th. That's RSF1 Hunt picking up the final point position in 12th. RSF1 against Al in 13th, Albany and Neon all crashing out. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just go on the calendar to see where we are next week. We are going to be at Belgium, which was supposed to be a sprint race for this season, but it got changed when we were changing it. So that is it from me. We will be back next week. But until then, guys, we'll see you soon, and goodbye.